Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Hawk's Nest for some more OCAA basketball action. It's the crossover round. Zach Benoit alongside my broadcast partner, Will Shukri. Will, this Humber Hawks women's team, they have been red hot all year long, really finding their footing, 14-2 on the year, and they welcome in the 3-11 George Brown Huskies.
Yeah, Zach, I think you outlined kind of the biggest disparity there. These are two teams with significantly different records, right? You mentioned Humber, 14-2, dominant all season long. George Brown, just 3 wins on the season. Humber, the heavy favorite coming into this game.
Yeah, and again, if you've never seen the crossover rounds, how it works is the lowest seeded playoff team in the East Division, they go and face the highest seed in the West Division, and then vice versa. And then we get into the quarterfinals, and then the Final Four, which should be another electric atmosphere. We are patiently, anxiously waiting for this one to go, and we can't wait for it to get underway. But for right now, we're going to tee this game up more after the player introductions and national anthems. And for those player introductions and national anthems, we're going to throw it over to our PA announcer.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Nest here at the Humber Athletic Center for the OCAA crossover matchup between the visiting George Brown Huskies and your Humber Hawks. At this time, we would ask you to please stand up if you're able and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your officials for the game. Jason Boogerman, Rohan Thompson, and the crew chief, Nikki Miller. Let's welcome the starting lineups for both the teams. Firstly, for the George Brown Huskies. Leading off from North York, a 5'4" guard, number 2, Jacelyn Valencia. From Scarborough, a 5'11" forward, number 6, Kiana Granger. From Toronto, a 5'8" forward, number 8, Emma Nocella. From Toronto, a 6'3" forward, number 40, Omo Okoji. And from Ajax, a 5'8" guard, number 15, Jordan Dawkins. Head coach for George Brown Huskies is Ian Morse. All right, Hawks Nation, please welcome the starting lineups put together by the head coach, CJ Clemente. Leading up from Brampton, a 5'4" point guard, number 3, Marina Winter Joseph. From Toronto, a
Well, just like that, player introductions complete. National anthem has been sung, and we are ready to get things underway. If you've been with us all day, you know it's the third match of the day in the Hawks' Nest, and we have one more to trail this. It's the men's team going up later on tonight in what should be another fantastic matchup. But right now, we got some women's basketball. And here we go, underway we are. It's gonna be Karina Winters-Joseph that picks it up first here for the Hawks. Down to Persia. Martin Brown making great contributions so far this year, as well as Winter-Josephs, but you gotta look to the vets. Martin Brown gets stuffed down low, trying to drive to the net. That right there, Okogie. Out to the corner, Dawkins, a lethal shooter, the leading points per game average player here for the Huskies. Misses her first shot of the game, rebounded by Martin Brown. Taking up Bapti. Here goes Bonnick trying to find an opening. Dawkins takes it away. The hustle back, it's Bapti cutting through. They set up Bonnick right back to Kia and can't fall. Oh, it does fall. It went around a couple of times. Thought that one didn't go down. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I think you were right, Zach. It did not go down.
They go down inside here. Counts down, drives to the lane, bounces off, not going to fall. Bonnick with the rebound. So multiple chances starting this one off. No baskets yet. Bapti, mid-range, Jay, not going to fall. Persia Martin Brown gets the board, drives up, and that one drops.
Really nice tenacity there from Persia Martin Brown, collecting that rebound, fighting through the contact, the hoop, and the harm for number 10. Seemed for a second there, Zach, nobody could buy a basket.
Oh, for sure, on both sides. Martin Brown averaging 6.4 on the year. In her first year, it's been a pretty good start for number 10. Dawkins gets caught up in the backcourt. Jump ball called. And I believe it's still going to be George Brown ball, but look at the pressure that they have set up right now. It's the Hawks. Try to trap Dawkins again. This time she gets it out quickly to Granger. Granger and Dawkins working up here. Back to Dawkins, trying to dump it down low. And stripped away by Bapti. Foul called. Sarah Bapti's pointing down because she was saying open lane foul, but it's going to be on the side.
Foul was called on George Brown, number 14, Omo Okochi. Was a foul, her second team foul.
Omo Okochi gets called for the foul there, number 14. And timeout gets called right there by the Huskies. So our first timeout of the game.
And Zach, a bit of an interesting start to the pace of this game so far. You see so far a lot of turnovers in the neutral zone. Interesting to see if this is a trend that continues here.
Yeah, and it's going to be very interesting to see if the trend continues. But you can see CJ Nafuente, head coach, Humber, all-time great, taking over for another all-time great, AJ Sharma, who had his final season as head coach last year. But really, when you look at the start of this game and what this Humber Hawks team has been able to do, they have a really good system of transition game. They go from defense to offense very quickly, and the same thing, vice versa, offense to defense. And that's kind of how they win games. They steal points away. They are one of the best teams in the OCAA when it comes to steals per game. You got to look at players like Kia Watts, Sarah Bapti, Karina Winters-Joseph, all those players that get very active around midcourt. We'll see if that play transitions at all for the rest of the game. Bapti's going to inbound it here on the sideline. Kia looking for her first. She's one-on-one here with Dawkins. Bonnick at the top. Crossover, drives down. Bonnick with the finger roll and finish. Still pressure being put on right here. Finally, they're able to get it out. It's Dawkins trying to drive down. Okio, the shot gets blocked by Martin Brown. They outbound it quickly. Watt down low. Bonnick, and it rolls around. Marley gets her own rebound, goes up for the second time, and Marley Bonnick already dominating down low.
Yeah, some more finesse down low for Marley Bonnick. My goodness.
Nocella down low. Can't find anything there. They pass out. Pulling up for three. Valencia not going to go. Beverly O'Meara gets the rebound and gives it quickly here to Bapti. Bapti, one of 3 senior players on this squad. Trying to make the last year a memorable one. Going to the lane. Persia can't find it. Gets her rebound and it's not going to go for the basket. She'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Persia Martin Brown drawing her second foul of the quarter so far. Really good work down low.
Number 2, Jason Valencia. Second personal foul for her, 13 foul for George Brown. On the line shooting 2 for Humber. Number 10, Persia Martin Brown.
Martin Brown. It's her first one. Humber up to an 8-0 lead here early in the first quarter. And again, this is the crossover matchup in the OCAA women's basketball scene. Winner of this one, they go on to play in the quarterfinals, and then from the quarterfinals, that Final Four. Dawkins pulls up from 3, bouncing around once and not gonna fall. Watt gets the rebound, and Kia Watt, look at the transition game from the Hawks. Can't find that one. But rebounded by Bonnick, almost stolen away down low by Kiana Granger. George Brown, they'll get the ball there.
And Zach, you mentioned that the winner of this game moves on to the quarterfinal. The winner of this game will face Fanshawe as they took down Seneca 85-51 today.
Yeah, this is the the second final game as the 3 by Granger, it's drained. First basket of the day for the side of George Brown. Beverly O'Meara by herself on the baseline. The floater not gonna go. Granger gets the board. Foul on Persia. And it's her first of the game. But like I was saying, this is the final game of Saturday. There's one more game tomorrow, St. Clair versus Loyalist. But every other game has been determined. Lambton, they beat Durham 67-42. Fanshawe, like you mentioned, beat Seneca 85-51. Niagara winning 101-30 against St. Lawrence. Mohawk beating Centennial 90-60. And Redeemer and Georgian took that one 66-60. And Algonquin beat Sheridan 57-43. So some good action on a very snowy Saturday. Humber, they're trying to continue their postseason push. Currently up 8-3. Trying to get another good stop here. Nocella down low, pops out of her hands. Bapti gets it. She springs Watt up. Kia can't settle it down and goes crashing into the wall out of bounds.
Yeah, a lot of speed moving north-south there for Kia Watt, just unable to get a handle on it.
Kia trying to do the best she could to settle things down. She's still looking for her first basket of the game. Granger gives it up to Valencia. Off to Dawkins. Dawkins again trying to get her scoring started sooner rather than later. In the corner, wide open. Dawkins off the rim. Granger was the last one to touch it, so the Hawks will get the ball. Drop down, Martin Brown. Back to Bapti. Swung around to Kia, one-on-one with Dawkins. They're gonna call Kia for the travel.
And Zach, you mentioned Kia Watt still looking for her first basket tonight, but in her last game, she cemented herself as 3rd all-time in the OCAA in scoring.
Yeah, and I got a chance to talk with her at the end of the game. Basically, she was very honored to have that title. She knew she needed 17, and when she was a three-pointer down, she wasn't going to be shy and let it go. She was trying to get that 17. Picked away by Bapti. Sarah drives, fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And yeah, Zach, she got exactly 17 on that night.
Oh yeah, she knew. She knew exactly how much she needed, and she wasn't coming out of the game until that mark was achieved.
The greenest of green lights for Kia Watt in that fourth quarter.
Bapti, first shot at the line, it's a good one, and it hits. Sarah Bapti, I already mentioned her name a couple of times so far today, but really, I got to watch her grow from being a rookie to where she is here as a senior player on this team, but all around, does a great job. I mean, defense, offense, facilitating, fantastic work out of number 15. Garamue gets brought down to the ground, and it's going to be a jump ball. Hawks should have possession, and they will.
Well, Zach, you talked about how the Hawks love to turn defense into offense. Sarah Bapti, a catalyst for that. She's got 4 steals on the game already.
Ridiculous. Kia pulling up for 3, and a little bit too hard, but rebounded by Persia. That one not going to fall. Martin Brown is down low, tussling. Persia Martin Brown, a player not afraid to get active down low. We saw it right there. She'll go to line shooting 2. But early on, she's the leading scorer. 4 points. Trying to extend that to either 5 or 6 here.
And Zach, an early story that's kind of taking hold is the rebounding here. Humber out rebounding George Brown 12-3 right now, including 7 offensive boards, most of those coming from Persia Martin Brown.
Yeah, and Persia as well as Marley Bonnick, who's off the court. Bapti gets run over by Dawkins, no call. Dawkins will go to line to shoot 2 on the foul. I believe it was Martin Brown. That was actually on Marion Martin, number 20.
Foul scorer Humber Hawks number 20, Marianne Martin. First personal foul for her. Third team foul for Humber. Shooting is number 15, Jordan Dawkins.
So Dawkins hits the first. And 2 for 2 at the line goes Dawkins. Martin driving in the lane. Gets called. That's number 14. That's also going to be her 4th foul. Omo Okoji.
Foul scored on George Brown's number 14, Omo Okoshi's third personal foul.
Third personal, 4 minutes and 54 left to go here.
Number 20, Marianne Martin.
And Martin sinks the first one at the line. A lot of frustrations on the side of George Brown early on. Obviously not where they want to be here, starting off this one.
Yeah, I think that's probably even an understatement, Zach, as they feel a couple of the calls have not gone their way so far.
They swing it out to Dawkins here. Dawkins drives high off the glass, not going to fall. Martin with a rebound. Martin taking it up one-on-one here with Valencia. They give it back to Watt. This is going to be a great matchup to watch the rest of the night. Watt versus Dawkins. Here's Bapti now pulling up for 3. Off the rim, not going to fall. Rebound on the far side. Kapanga. I think Sinat Garamue is going to get the foul.
Foul scorer Humber Hawks number 12, Sinat Garamue.
And it is on Sinat Garamue. A lot of fouls early on, partner. Already 9. And Humber, or excuse me, George Brown, they're in the bonus. So
it's been a chippy physical game, especially down low.
It's going the other way. That's just, again, great defense by Sarah Bapti.
Coming in for George Brown, number 16,
And Zach, we talk about the fouls more than we normally see. There might be a reason for that. So the Humber Hawks attempt the third most three-pointers in the OCAA, but so far today, just attempting 2 in this quarter.
Well, you have a player out there right now, Del Mundo, who's a three-point merchant. Gives off here to Martin. Martin drives the lane. Down low, can't find it. Peel comes out of nowhere to get the board. She's still fighting, and it's rebounded here by Dawkins. Dawkins trying to create some space for herself. Off to Granger. Granger one-on-one with Bapty. Up top, not gonna go. Garamu and Nocella are gonna fight down low for it. Nocella strips it away. And stepping out of bounds was Prendergast. And she will turn the ball over. Hawks get it here. Kia Watt subbing back in for Bapty. We're already seeing a pretty quick motion of these substitutions. A lot of players coming in and out of this game. Obviously, the big one is Omo Okogie, who is at 3 fouls already, not in the second quarter yet, so we won't be able to see here. Look at that, Prendergast strips it away, and she goes up for the board and gets 2. So the steal and the sink. Here comes Del Mundo, and she gets hit hard trying to go up.
She'll shake that one off. Maisel Del Mundo, no stranger to contact.
And I don't know if there was a little extra ragdolling in there, but if there was, Del Mundo might need to take up some acting. Either way, though, she'll go to line shooting 2. Humber up by 3 currently. Marion Martin gets subbed out. Marley Bonnick is back on. And our scores tables getting things settled with the officials.
So Marley Bonnick comes back in, and so far, between her and Persia Martin Brown, they have been dominating down low.
So interesting, there's gonna be 3 shots taken. Oh, no, never mind, 2 shots, and Humber get possession back. So I believe then, if that's the case, technical, am I right there, partner?
Either that or a flagrant, I believe. One of the two. One of the two. I'm not sure which. I didn't see a big T.
Bonnet goes up, not gonna go. Peel tried for the board. It's not falling.
Out of bounds. Hawks ball. 14 on the shot clock.
And the call was a technical foul by Jordan Prendergast.
All right. Got that cleared up.
Shout out to the scores.
Kia looking for Del Mundo. Down low to Bonnick, spinning around in the mid-range, not gonna go. Garamu gets the board. Trying to pass it out to Del Mundo. Up to Bonnick, swung around to Kia. Doesn't like what she sees. Garamu drives the lane. Down low, Cenac can't let it go, and out of bounds. Still gonna be Humber ball.
And Cenac Garamu with a little Euro step to split the defenders, but just doesn't get far enough.
Garamu to Kia. Up to the top for Del Mundo. Back down to Garamu. Looks for Kia. Kia pulling up for 3. Not gonna go. Peel keeps it in. Valencia, she gets to it first though. Driving and a heavy contact. Garamu is gonna get the foul.
And that was great defense from Cenac Garamu. She is looking skyward. She can't believe the call, but with contact that strong, the odds of a foul being called are pretty high.
Prendergast will be going to the line to shoot 2, and winner Josephs checks back on here. Prendergast makes that first shot. And 2 for 2 at the line goes Prendergast. Substitution checking in here. Ketsia Kabanga coming on here.
So Zach, after an 8-0 start for Humber, right now George Brown on a 9-4 run.
And Prendergast gets another call, so she'll go back to the line to shoot 2 more. This is what George Brown wants to see, is get to the line, get some free shots. Peel is subbed off, as well as Del Mundo. Martin Brown, Bapti back in.
I think George Brown noticed very early on how many calls Humber was getting under the basket, and they said, hey, we can do that too.
Yeah, they start attacking down low more, are the Huskies. Prendergast spinning around, gets the first shot to fall. Can't go 2 for 2, but 1 for 2 is still good. Passing grade, 50%. Here comes Bapti. Drops down low to Martin Brown. Persia bounces it off the rim a couple times and gets it a sink. So Persia Martin Brown gets on the board again. She was the leading scorer early on in this game. Valencia passing around. Granger now. Granger pulling up mid-range, not going to fall. Winter Joseph outbounds it to Bapti. Bapti and Bonnick working together. They find Persia, spins around, mid-range jumper, not going to go. Cutting back door was Kia, and it's right off of her and out of bounds. So Huskies get the ball back. 1:50 left to go here in the first quarter. Inbound by Granger. Here's Dawkins. Dawkins almost getting trapped. They're going to call over the back. Interesting call.
It seems as though everyone on the court taken by surprise there. The George Brown coach looking shocked, to say the least. Getting an explanation here from an official. You can see that there. Not sure if it satisfied him or not, but that's all he's going to get.
That's all he's going to get. Yeah, over the back also. Humber get the ball. And Bapti gets the inbound. Sarah Bapti one-on-one here with Dawkins. Bonnick is spinning. Bonnick is driving. A lot of contact going up. Not going to get a call. Swings it back out to Bapti. Her mid-range J catches nothing but net.
And a great assist from Marley Bonnick right there, not giving up on the play.
Prendergast goes up for 2, can't let it fall. Rebounded by Martin Brown. Here comes Winter Joseph. Cutting around, swinging to the corner for Kia for 3, and too hard. Rebounded by Dawkins on the far side. Great outbound pass to Valencia. She gets tangled up, keeps the play alive. Kapanga not going to let that one fall. And back and forth action we go. Kia now driving to the lane. Kia stopping up. The shot not going to fall. Dawkins with the rebound. Going quickly is Dawkins. Bapti strips it away. Sarah spinning around, trying to create some space for herself. Off to Winter Josephs. Kia into the corner for Bonnick, cutting baseline. Marley was trying to find Persia and gets it taken away.
Yeah, just too many bodies for that pass.
Here comes Dawkins, has a lane, bouncing around, not gonna fall. Dawkins goes to the line to shoot 2.
Shooting foul goes to Karina Winter Josephs.
You see right there on the screen the replay.
And Joseph just a hand up, enough to get the call.
First shot there by Dawkins is good. It's still a close game, partner. Only 5 points. Credit to George Brown. They started down 0-8. And they battled back the entire way. 18 left to go here in the first quarter. Hawks most likely going to hold it down for the last shot. Kia sees her opening into the corner for Beverly, and for three, not going to fall. Persia gets the board. She goes up, not going to go. Bapti gets foul on the backside, and she'll go to the line and shoot two.
And Persia Martin Brown will not be denied under the basket today. She's got 8 rebounds in this first quarter. Absolutely unreal.
Yeah, what a game it's been already for Persia Martin Brown. Bapti, her first shot, it's sinking.
Sarah Bapti shooting her second free throw here. 5 steals so far in the quarter, alongside 4 points.
Look at that, Bapti automatic from the line. That's both. 4.9 left to play in the first. Granger, 2 seconds. They give it off. The shot from the logo not gonna fall, and that's how the first ends. 18-12 is the score, so 6-point lead for the Hawks. As George Brown, they battled their way back. They still find themselves trailing by 6.
Yeah, and it wasn't a bad quarter for George Brown overall. We talked about how Humber came out to an early lead, and it seemed significant. George Brown did a good job of fighting back, staying in the mix. But the rebounds are going to continue to be a story. George Brown's going to have to find a way to fight under the basket, currently being out-rebounded 21-11. And in their own zone, being out-rebounded 11-1.
Just check your tickets and meet us all the way there. In the meantime, roll Hawks.
You see on the screen there, we're down 1. 3 more quarters left to go in this one. Hawks, again, they are up 18-12. Current 6-point lead for Humber. As, again, we anxiously wait for the end of this one. See the Hawks continue to build momentum, trying to get to that quarterfinal round. Again, in this matchup, they are the favorites. With where they finished in the regular season, tied for first place. They technically are first place in the OCAA with the Niagara Knights. But, again, Humber just trying to continue to play clean basketball.
Yeah, Zach, I think we're seeing here that you can't underestimate an opponent. A 14-2 Humber Hawks team facing off against this 3-11 George Brown team. 2 very different records, but this is the OCAA, and anything can happen.
So far, tail of the tape early on, it's been the shooting. And one player right there, it's Kia Watt. She has been electric her entire career for the Humber Hawks. Those are just a couple of the numbers she's been putting up. The biggest one, though, is that 19.2 points per game. Kia Watt has been dominant. So far in this game, though, she's yet to find that stride. 0 for 5 and 0 for 3 from beyond the arc. So she hasn't been able to get going just yet, but you know, that's not going to last that long with a player like Kia Watt. Somebody that has been able to get going, on the other hand, is Persia Martin Brown, 2 of 7. And from the free throw line, she's 2 of 5. So definitely watch out for Martin Brown, who is also having one heck of a night under the net. 8 rebounds.
Great awareness from Sarah Bapti there, just swatting away that inbound pass.
Want to know what stat is the best one so far? Sarah Bapti's 5 steals, and
Couldn't
she
agree
almost
more.
had number 6 right there. Dawkins working it at the top of the key. Cutting around, Valencia. Down low, can they get it? Not gonna fall. That's great defense interior by Kia.
You know, Zach, if Sarah Bapti keeps on collecting steals like she has been, we might have to go into the archives and do some research.
Yeah, don't know what the Humber record for steals in a game is. That's a question for Mr. Brian Lepp at halftime that I'm definitely gonna have. He is the knower of all things history and stats for Humber. Rebounded right there by Kia.
Another example of Humber just out-rebounding the Huskies here.
That's been the story early on. Bapti beyond the arc. Cuts around into the corner for Beverly. Omir and Kia hand it off. 4 seconds to go. Kia puts up a 3, and it's not going to go. Rebounded by Winter Joseph. She's going to get blocked, and Dawkins takes it away. Working with Valencia. Valencia thought about pulling up for a second, but it's not going to go. Bapti almost strips that away, but the steal's going to go down under O'Meara. Beverly trying to go to the net. One defender on her. Goes up with contact, not going to fall. Persia, the second chance, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Another great job from Persia Martin-Brown, just dominating under the basket so far tonight. You mentioned 8 rebounds in that first quarter. She's got 6 points going into these 2 free throws. There's 7.
And can't get the second shot to go. Rebounded by Kapanga. And they're stuck in the backcourt right now. They got to hurry. Kicked out of bounds by Persia Martin-Brown. Osella, she'll check back on in. Oh, excuse me, Nosella. Dawkins is going to inbound it here. Again, tough task with Sarah Bapti right there. Nosella, and they get it over the line. There was 2 seconds left to go. You heard the coach say, we have 2 seconds. That's okay. That's enough time. Poked out of bounds again by Bapti. How about early on? Sarah Bapti got the clamps.
Yes, we're in the midst of seeing a defensive masterclass here from Sarah Bapti. 5 points and 5 steals so far on the game.
And Sarah Bapti is no stranger to this kind of defensive performance. She has had 5 steals in a game 3 times this year. A player that is so defensively sound. Here comes Kia, drives down, gets it stripped away by Dawkins. Dawkins, they get it over the midcourt line. Valencia in the corner. Back up to Dawkins. How is Jordan Dawkins going to get her offense to start rolling? Gets around the corner. Kapanga down low. And a blocking call on Sarah Bapti, who went down and kind of posed up like, paint me like one of your French girls, the way she went down.
Very graceful.
Very graceful. There was no hard impact on the hardwood. Posed up, was ready to go. Inbound at Dawkins in the corner. Guarded by Bapti. Nosella, they kick it out to Kapanga for 3. Not going to fall. Rebounded by Nosella. It's stripped away by Karina Winter Josephs. Gives it up to Persia Martin-Brown. Persia goes up and not going to get a clean shot off. Taken away. Here comes George Brown the other way. O'Meara strips it away now. Beverly O'Meara cutting to the basket but can't find an open lane. Gives it up to Bapti. Bapti's looking for an opening and a player. Finds Persia. Count the bucket. No bucket. They're going to say Persia. Head contact. And that's a foul on her. Nosella gets that call.
And Persia Martin-Brown is a player who plays with so much intensity, maybe more intensity than the OCAA wants to see. You can see the foul there.
Just turned the corner and then the arm went into the head.
Certainly not intentional contact.
No, none whatsoever.
Incidental contact is contact nonetheless. And in the OCAA, it will be called. Protecting the athletes is the name of the game.
This full court press of defense for the Hawks has been so good early on. Bapti, you can see she was on the ball carrier now. It's going to be Padmore, stripped away. It's Kia. Kia to the net. And a little too hard off the glass, rebounded by Del Mundo. Del Mundo cuts down, the little hook shot's not going to fall. Nosella underneath. Padmore up to Dawkins. Dawkins puts it high off the glass, doesn't fall. Rebound by Bapti.
The steely eyes of Bapti enough to block that shot.
Mid-range jumper. Sarah can't get that one to fall. Kapanga has it, and now the pace slows down a little bit here. Valencia taking it across the timeline. Into the corner, Dawkins, she pulls up for 3, not gonna fall. Del Mundo has the rebound initially, but Padmore takes it away. Padmore back to Dawkins. Can this one fall? It does. Jordan Dawkins finally gets one to fall from beyond the arc. She has not afraid to shoot the three-pointer. She was 0 for 2 in the first quarter. 1 for, I think, 3 or 4 here in this quarter. She's not getting denied. Bonnick trying to go up for 2 is not going to fall. Nocella gets the board. 19-15 is your score. Here comes Dawkins. Rolling around, not going to fall. Bonnick slows things down, gives it to Bapti. Sarah into the corner for Del Mundo for 3. Not going to go. Rebounded by Kia. Watt down low, swings it out again to Del Mundo. Can she get this one? No. Kia, another rebound. Kia goes up, gets another board. And can't get the third chance effort to fall. Valencia up to Dawkins now, and Kia just smacks that out of bounds.
Kia Watt certainly frustrated as she is doing everything right, but the ball just not falling. She said, get that out of here, man.
Get that out of here. I don't
have time for this.
I need a break for a second.
Well, I don't have time for this tomfoolery from you.
What a last, 3 minutes or so? It's been defensive masterpiece on both sides. And then the Humber Hawks, the offensive boards, we talked about it already in the game. They're dominating in that category. Offensive boards, Humber has 11.
Yeah, they got 17 now.
Just
unreal.
Insane. And as my voice slowly goes, partner, we're having a great day today. Fantastic time.
10 hours of sports here at the Hawks Nest, and certainly nobody is complaining. So, partner, we got the answer to a question we posed earlier. We were asking, how many steals is the record? Well, we've got an answer now. It's none other than CJ Nofuente, current coach of the Hawks and the GOAT of women's basketball for Humber, and it's 12 in a game.
That is wild.
It's unbelievable is what it is.
Sarah, you got some work cut out for you if you want to get that record. Oh, haven't even hit halfway, only at 5. That just shows how good of a player head coach CJ Nofuente was. If you come into the Hawks Nest, you'll see her picture and hung on the wall of fame right behind the bleachers. And also a mural of her on the windows where the weight room is. Granger down low, the little hook underneath. They're not going to fall. Rebounded by Del Mundo. Here comes Kia. Kia Watt looking for her opening. A little sidestep. Del Mundo in the corner pulls up for 3. And behind the play, Brooklyn Johnson, who's wearing that knee brace, kind of went down awkwardly, was favoring the leg a little bit. We'll see if that affects her anymore.
Yeah, it looks like she's still nursing that right leg just a little bit. And Garamue, yeah.
Just took an elbow or a forearm to the face. No call.
I'm sure Persia Martin Brown took notice.
Kia pulls up for 3, not gonna fall. Hawks are still looking for that three-pointer to fall. It hasn't been able to yet.
And Zach, you talk about how this has been a defensive quarter. We are 5 minutes in, and these two teams have combined for 4 points.
It's been a complete flip of what that first quarter was.
It doesn't get more defensive than this.
Valencia trying to cut down inside. Newly entered Kalani Thomas putting the defense on. Down low, the hook shot finds it, and right back into the game. Okoji gets the basket. Already at 3 fouls, so something to monitor. Bonnet goes up, not gonna get the bucket. Kia with the rebound. Kia out into the corner for Thomas. She pulls up for 3, and it's not gonna go. The backside rebound, Johnson goes up, not gonna fall. Granger gets it. It's a 2-point game, and the Huskies have the ball, trying to tie it up here. Be the first time the score has been tied since 0-0. Valencia, high off the glass, not gonna fall. Rebounded by Kia. Look at Kia Watt turn on the Jets. Going down, Kia bouncing. She'll go to the line to shoot two. And again, it's Okoji, I believe, getting the foul.
You're absolutely
Her
correct.
fourth.
And this is kind of developing into a serious story for George Brown here, as Okoji is a starter. She started 13 games this season for them. And a serious limit in minutes today, as she's in foul trouble already.
It's going to be a lot of restricted minutes come that third quarter. And then obviously the fourth. 4 fouls and still 3:40 to play in the second. Just a tough break for the side of George Brown. Kia, that basket's not going to fall, the second one. So Kia, 1 point. And when can you ever say that, partner? We don't see that ever, really. Stripped away. Here goes Kia Watt to the net, and she gets it. So up to 3 finally.
It only takes one to get her going, Zach.
Driving down low, Granger. Player Marion Martin draped all around. They're not going to be able to get out of that one. Thomas now playing some strict defense on Valencia. Valencia was throwing an arm. And Kalani Thomas causing havoc already. Valencia was getting frustrated with the defensive approach. And then number 25, Katsia Kapanga, throws up an illegal screen on Thomas. So we mentioned Kalani earlier in the season coming off the bench as a spark plug. She's doing that right here. And she pulls up for 3 now, and it hits. Kalani Thomas. Do it all yourself, number 5.
And that was a deep tray, Zach.
We've been waiting for it, but the crisp, smooth splash comes out finally. Dawkins high off the glass with the right hand. They're still in it here, 25-19. Kia.
That's a big bucket in response.
25. Number 6, excuse me. Granger, her second personal of the game.
And we'll take another look at that Kalani Thomas 3.
Sinks it. Beautiful, beautiful shot by Kalani.
As they say, nothing but net. I know, Zach, we've talked about Kia Watt a couple of times today, mentioned how the scoring isn't necessarily where we see it. Don't think that she's not making an impact. Kia Watt, 8 rebounds and 2 steals. So her presence being felt all over the court, even though maybe not on the score sheet as much as you like to see.
But that's when it's nice to have those players that step up and score when you're struggling. Big example right there. It's going to be Persia Martin-Brown, a player that's stepping up, and Kalani Thomas now, who just popped the first 3 of the game for the Hawks. Bapti, another steal. That's number 6. She drives to the lane, the left hand and all. Sarah Bapti. Look how quickly she gets up and back on defense. Granger. Kalani Thomas is draped on Granger. They give it to the side, drives up, and Bonnick gets that foul. And going to the line to shoot 2, it looks like it's going to be Prendergast.
And Zach, I really want to highlight what you did a great job of catching with Sarah Bapti. A dramatic bucket through contact that we're seeing right now. And then look at her pop up to her feet and immediately go into a full court press. 6 steals on the day so far, and that's why. Jordan Prendergast shooting free throws now off the Marley Bronick foul.
So, partner, I just got informed that the postseason steals record is 7. Bapti is 1 away from cementing herself there.
And we are not even midway through this game.
Travel violation called right there on Kalani Thomas, who took 1 too many steps trying to cut to the basket. But that just shows you the presence that Sarah Bapti has on defense. 6 steals already. Look at this. Not afraid to push up. Look at the pressure being put on by 15. Granger now has Martin all over her. Granger goes up, bounces in, count the bucket and the foul.
And you know, Zach, it's not often that we get to highlight a player's defensive play, but my goodness, Sarah Baptiste locking up Jordan Dawkins there. You saw the high press beyond the three-point line, forced her to pick up the dribble. George Brown's gonna end up converting the basket, but.
And they missed the attempt there. Valencia just kind of punches it out of bounds, so the Hawks will get the ball. Up by 8 with 1:38 left to go. But this game, the offense might not be there for Humber, but the defense is stepping up mightily. Again, it's the stuff that you don't see on the stat sheets that's kind of just really been the key factors of this game. Brooklyn goes up, can't get that shot to fall, but fighting for the rebound. Granger will get it first. And look at this, the full court press, and now Johnson is called for the foul.
Yeah, maybe a little too tenacious there, but.
And again, both teams in the bonus, so any fouls for the rest of the time in this quarter is going to result in free throws. Granger misses that first one. And 0 for 2 and rebounded by Johnson right there. And Johnson gets called for the travel.
And she absolutely cannot believe it. Called for the travel right after the rebound there.
Valencia open for 3, not gonna fall. Kept alive though, Persia Martin Brown will get it. Outbound it to Thomas. Off the glass, too hard though from Kalani Thomas. And look who's on defense, trying to get steal number 7, poked it away, not gonna count as a steal. But Baptiste, again the pressure. Drives to the lane, Sarah Baptiste bounces once. There's the rebound by Martin Brown, and it softly rolls in. 50 seconds left to go here in the first half. Thomas guarding Valencia. Valencia trying to find her opening, can't see it. Down low. Spinning around, blocked by Persia. George Brown still putting the pressure on. Reach in, down low. It's going to result in 2.
And this is what George Brown needs to do, right? You talked about how they're in the bonus already. Any foul is going to send them to the line. And they know that Humber is intent on forcing turnovers, playing active defense. They can draw a couple of reach-in fouls, maybe a couple of blocking fouls. They can maybe flip the script.
George Brown had this one almost tied up earlier in the game, that Humber kind of woke up. And it's a 10-point game now. Garamue with the rebound. 30 seconds left to go here. Baptiste, all the kinds of open for 3. Sarah Baptiste's not going to miss that one. 19 left to go. Driving into the corner, Valencia, 8 seconds to go. They put the shot up, bouncing around, rebounded by Thomas. 4 seconds left to go. Reach in foul. Gonna go shoot 2 is Kalani Thomas.
And that's a really tough foul for George Brown to give up with just 2 seconds left in this quarter. It's not likely that either team was going to be able to get off a shot in time. Now Humber's going to get a chance at 2.
So George Brown will get the ball back with 2.5 left to go. Thomas, the first shot doesn't fall. Oh for 2, bouncing down low. Granger grabs it, just holds it. And that's how the quarter will end. 34-21 at the half. Humber They have the lead currently, and we're on history watch. Sarah Baptiste, 1 steal away from a postseason record. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more OCAA crossover match basketball. Welcome back here to the Hawks Nest for more OCAA women's crossover basketball. Zach Benoit alongside Will Shukri. And Will, in that first half, we saw a lot of positives and we saw some woes that we definitely expect to be cleaned up here in the second half. First things first, Sarah Bapty and Kia Watt. What a first half they had. Sarah, you see right here, a couple baskets, and she's one of the top scorers, leading her team right now with 10 points. And then Kia Watt started off slow, but slowly started to turn on the Jets as the game progressed. But really, the story of the game has been Sarah Bapty, currently sitting at 6 steals. The postseason record held by her coach, CJ Nafuente, at 7. The all-time record is 12. But Bapty trying to etch her name in a little bit of Humber Hawks history book. Great start into the game she's had, and let's see if that steals, if they can continue. Bonnick inbounding here, and she has it with Kia Watt. Into the corner, Bapty driving down, has Granger over, the little wraparound, and Sarah Bapty continues her hot run here.
Yeah, it's now a game-high 12 points for Sarah Bapty.
Valencia shoots out to Nocella. Dawkins, who's also electric, pulls up for 3, not gonna fall there. And Winter Josephs grabs it and she'll carry it across the timeline. Back over to Bonnick here. Kia and Bapty pass amongst one another. Finally, they're gonna switch it around. Mid-range J by Bonnick, not gonna fall. Kia gets 2 boards, the third chance, she finally drains it.
More great play from Kia Watt.
Down low, Granger, guarded heavily. The shot up, not gonna fall, rebounded by Nocella. Pass back out, bouncing off the rim and colliding right there. But a rebound goes to Kia, who outbounds it to Bapty, working quickly. Sinat is gonna get called for the travel.
And a tough call there for Sinat Girwell, as that's a great play that all starts with Kia Watt down low. And then some great vision from Sarah Bapty, but all for naught for Humber.
Yeah, Sinat Girwell, you can see her looking back at Kia Watt saying, I didn't travel though. And it's like
Sinat.
It's like in the NBA, they gotta incorporate the on my mama. You know, they gotta incorporate it once a game. And OCAA has to pick up that rule. Look at the defense by Sarah Bapty. Again, it's just been lethal. Driving to the lane, blocking foul. Karina Winter-Josephs, and going to the line to shoot 2 will be number 16, Prendergast.
Yeah, and Humber's a team that will always rather take a foul than not try and contest the shot, right? This is a scrappy team down low. They're not afraid to take a foul if it makes the other team uncomfortable.
And the first free throw falls here. And that was the issue in the second quarter for the side of George Brown. They were very, very good at getting to the line, but converting those free throws 0 for 7. And you think about how big of a difference that makes. This could be a completely different game if they were just sinking a couple of those shots, but here in the third, they start off 2 for 2.
Yeah, the score of this game starting to almost look like a blowout. It's a 15-point lead for Humber. If you added 7 more points to George Brown's score, this would be a completely different story. You nailed it.
Kia pulling up for 3. It rattles around, not going to fall. Almost given away, hit off of Karina Winter-Joseph.
And Winter-Joseph, that ball just appeared in her hands. That was not an intentional steal.
Taking it up the court here. Straight to the rim. Prendergast can't get it to fall. Sinat Girwell grabs it, gives it to Bapty. Outbounds to Kia. Thought about pulling up for 3, but hesitated a little bit. Now Bapty. Down low to Bonnick. Marley Bonnick using the strength and cutting to the basket for 2. Prendergast just goes straight to the rim. Fighting for it is Nocella, and Bonnick. It's still grabbed by Prendergast. Now it's taken away by the Hawks. A good job by Carino Winters-Joseph. Here's Kia Watt down low to CNAT. They give it up Baptu, who's wide open for three. Sarah Bapti.
And what a play for the Hawks as they're going to force George Brown to call a timeout. Zach, that all started with some serious poise in the defensive zone. Ball flying out of bounds multiple times. Humber scrambling, gets into the offensive zone, and it's 4 passes that leave Sarah Bapti with an open 3, and she makes no mistake.
Sarah Bapti is having a career type of game right now. Sitting at 15 points, 6 steals, and 2 rebounds. Sarah Bapti, one of those players that will always fill the sheet. And we'll take another look at it right here, and it's just look at the ice in her veins. Not missing.
And you talk about a career night maybe for Sarah Bapti. Her career high is 22 points. Certainly a number that she could reach today. But it's already a career night for steals for Sarah Bapti. Her previous career high was 5. She did hit that mark 4 times in her career, which is more than impressive.
All right, Sarah, pull out the quadruple double time now. I want to see it happen. 10 steals, 10 assists, 10 rebounds, and 10 points. Feed the people what they want, 15, feed them. As Jordan Dawkins now will have it, plays it back to Prendergast.
And you know, Zach, NCAA women's basketball just saw the first ever quintuple double.
That's impressive stuff.
Steals and blocks.
Prendergast gets that stripped away. Winters-Joseph gives it to Watt. Kia drops it back to Garamu. And still slow to get up on the other side is Prendergast, but they're holding strong. Winters-Joseph goes up for the shot, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. I believe Dawkins is going to be the one that got fouled.
Yeah, and Prendergast still seems like she might be nursing that left leg. You noticed earlier that she went down behind the play. She has been a catalyst for this George Brown offense so far. You've seen her cut through Humber's defense a couple of times, not able to finish around the rim.
She was looking at her coach saying, I'm fine, keep me in the game. She wants to be in there, and she wants to continue to battle against this Humber Hawks squad. Winters-Joseph 0 for 2 at the line. And not sure whose possession. Humber gets the ball. Interesting. So it looks like Granger actually made contact before it went out of bounds. Maybe a hesitation of, should I go for it, should I not? Inbound here, Kia. Winters-Joseph down to Bonnick. Cuts inside to Garamu. CNAT gets blocked, kept alive by Winters-Joseph. They pass it to the top for Kia for 3, and it's just offline. It's been a tough shooting night for Kia Watt. And I don't know if you noticed it after the partner. Kia licks the finger and puts it up to the air. Says, is it the wind maybe? Maybe it's the wind that's...
I feel a breeze in the Hawks nest today.
There's a little bit of a breeze, Kia. You're not going crazy. That one was online, and definitely a wind coming from the northeast.
Probably on us, Zach, all the hot air that we're spewing from the booth out here.
Most likely, partner. Dawkins thought about going up for a 3, dumps it down low, and 1 called. And that's gotta feel good for number 14, Okoji, sitting at 4 fouls, and finally is able to do something for her squad.
Yeah, Koji 3rd in scoring for this team. Certainly a player that George Brown has relied on all season long. But 4 fouls early on in this game. She's been on a minutes restriction since. You know that she would like to have a bigger impact in this game so far.
Probably can't play as aggressive as she normally does as well, because you got to be careful of those fouls. CNAT gives it off to Kia. Down low to Bonnick. Swings it out to Winters-Joseph for 3. Connects. approved by Chris Smoove right there was that three-pointer. Garemu gets called for the foul, and she'll get subbed out here for Beverly O'Meara and Karina Winter-Josephs for Marion Martin.
So Zach, it's a bit of a different story than last quarter. Only one team kind of struggling for offense so far in this one. George Brown only 5 points in the third quarter.
Prendergast gets called for the foul there. And you can see Koji, she's being very careful. She was tangled up in there, immediately looked at the ref, says, it wasn't me. You see her pull back immediately saying, it was not me, it was not me. She does not want to foul out of this game.
Most important game of her season so far.
Travel called on Bapti. Huskies get it right on back.
I thought it might have been a foul on her body for a second.
I thought it might have been Okoji, and you know, she looked at it too. It was like, no way, I did not foul. Behind the arc, Okoji now. Hands it off. Prendergast, and that can't fall. Rebounded by O'Meara. Bapti with the Tom Brady-esque pass down the court to Kia, but Kia can't get it to fall. Dawkins now quickly up to Granger. Back over to Dawkins. Down low, Koji. And it's on the ground. No baskets called. Marley Bonnick picks up, I think, her second of the game.
So a 20-point lead for Humber here in this third quarter, 46-26, as George Brown has only mustered 5 in the quarter as opposed to Humber's 12. And George Brown's got to be careful here, or else Humber's going to really start to run away with this game.
Dropped down low, rebounded again, and put back up. Gets the basket is Kapenga. Marion Martin, that one a little too high for her. Can't reach it, goes out of bounds. Given on right back.
Yeah, that was a big second chance point for the George Brown Huskies there. Only their 5th second chance point of the night, opposed to Humber's 13. That, along with the rebounds, helps tell part of this story tonight.
Dawkins guarded one-on-one with Bapti. She's swinging. She wants that number 7.
Yes.
Look at this defense. And there it is. Sarah Bapti has tied the postseason record in steals. She goes up, count the basket, and the foul. Bapti.
My goodness, Sarah Bapti, have yourself a night. We'll take one more look at that 7th steal. I apologize, it's the bucket. So 17 points for Sarah Bapti here, and just 5 away from her career high.
Lets out the biggest scream we've seen. Flexing and all, Bapti, have yourself a night.
And you called it earlier, a career type night. We're going to be able to take away the word type soon. A career night.
Make it 18 now for 15. And again, Bapti has tied CJ Nafuente postseason record for steals with 7. One more, and she is in sole possession of first place. Dawkins pulls up for 3, can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Kia. Here comes Kia Watt. Kia swings it out to Bapti. She was thinking of a 3. Drives down low, right back out to Kia for a 3 of her own, and it's off the rim. Rebounded by Johnson. Bapti, why not? Let it fly, and it's rebounded by Okoji. Dawkins. Down low. No call. Bapti wanted the charge. No basket either. Rebounded by the Hawks. Brooklyn Johnson grabbed that one. Sarah Bapti. She is feeling the energy of this gym. Mid-range J, and it's a little short, but kept alive by Marion Martin. And there's Brooklyn Johnson to finish the play.
Great play from Marianne Martin, keeping that air ball alive.
51-28 is the score. Humber have exploded with their offense here in the third. Dawkins, pass down, Kia strips it away. Here comes Kia, up to Bapti. Sarah back over to Kia. Count the assist, count the basket. 15-8, the Vets getting it done here in the crossover match.
And the Hawk Stars starting to have some fun here. We'll take one more look at that play. Watt to Bapti, fakes the shot, back to Watt, and the finish.
The energy, it's slowly building up here in the Hawks' Nest, and it's all because of Sarah Bapti, what she has been able to do in this game. Again, 7, I did not stutter, 7 steals on the game for number 15, and she's sitting at 18 points. Closing in on the career high 22. Shooting the ball with efficiency right now is Sarah Bapti.
And only a single turnover as well. This is the most responsible player in the OCAA tonight, that's for sure.
Not afraid to play both sides of the ball.
And we might add, partner, shooting 50% from the field, 50% from 3, and 80% from the free throw line.
That is ridiculous.
Sorry to cut you off, but those splits are incredible for Sarah Bapti.
No worries whatsoever. Those numbers speak for itself, how good of a night it has been for number 15. And she's going to take a well-deserved break here.
Yeah, she's played 23 minutes so far tonight.
Come on, CJ, you got to let her back on the court. Got to break that record.
Get the hot hand back out there.
Valencia swings to the corner for Dawkins. Her three-pointer, bouncing in and out, rebounded by Johnson.
What an arc on that shot from Dawkins, my goodness.
Dawkins has struggled from beyond the arc, but is not afraid to keep on trying. Winner's Joseph. Down to Johnson. Back up to Miriam Martin. She cuts down low, trying to find Kia, and couldn't get there. Out of bounds. Huskies get the ball.
And you mentioned the struggles for Jordan Dawkins. This is the offensive catalyst on this Huskies team, averaging over 13 points a game. She leads the team in that number, but right now, 1 of 8 from 3.
Granger back up to Valencia, cut down low. Kapenga, one-on-one with Kia. Kapenga swings into the corner. Dawkins goes baseline, but stripped away by Winners Joseph. To the top, Kia pulls up for 3. Kia Watt.
Too much time, too much space for number 8.
From the wise words of Chris Smoove, if you sag off, your swag's off. Kia wide open for that one.
That shot goes high off the scoreboard.
Ketsia Kapenga will go to the line, I believe, to shoot 2 here.
So partner, Humber outscoring George Brown 22-7 in this quarter. The Hawks lead by 28.
They have blown the doors open. First shot by Kapenga is good. And again, credit George Brown. They kept this Humber team in check for majority of that first half. Humber have finally exploded though. And the difference maker, well, she's on the bench right now.
So they're going to call a lane violation on the free throw there. One of the Humber Hawks players jumped a little early.
And missed again, so Humber get another rebound as they drive the offense up. Martin thought about pulling up. She's going to drive to the lane. And Padmore, did she get called for it? Yes, she did. Sheila Padmore gets her first of the game. Inbounded here by Thomas, and it's right given off to Martin. Peel, the pick and roll here. Miriam Martin pulls up mid-range, not going to fall. Rebounded by Winters Joseph, and not the tallest player on the court, but is one of the grittiest. Miriam Martin finishes the play right there.
Stuck between two towers. Karina Winters-Joseph pulls in that rebound somehow.
Why not? Padmore now trying to cut up and look for a lane to the basket. Can't find it. Gives off to Valencia. Noshella. She goes down, gets knocked down. I think a foul is going to be called. 2 shots are going to be called. It's going to be Michaela Peel getting the call there. Drive down and Peel, yeah, it looks like she stuck out the waist a little bit, blocking the lane for Nosella. And again, the free throw woes continuing for George Brown. Just, partner, think about how much difference of a game this would be if those free throws would just be landing a little bit more.
Yeah, right now, George Brown, 11 of 21 from the free throw line. They are dropping free points.
Very easily, that could be, 15 to 16, maybe more from the free throw line if they don't have that big woe in the second quarter. Drop down low, Peel goes up with the right hand. Set up by Kalani Thomas. Michaela Peel finishes the play, gets the basket, 60 to 30, a 30-point game here. Look at Karina Winters-Joseph, the defense being played on Dawkins. She thought she would get a rest with Bapti on the bench. That's not gonna happen. Bouncing around, O'Meara tried to keep it alive, but she falls out of bounds.
And part of what we're seeing here is that defense is a mentality. It doesn't matter if the leaders in steals, Kia Watt and Sarah Bapti, are on the bench. This is a team goal.
What's that old saying? Defense wins championships? Well, it's playing dividends right here as Beverly O'Meara taking it up now, off to Marion Martin. 0.5 separating the shot and game clock. Kalani Thomas is going to pull up from the corner. It's not going to go. Michaela Peel battling for it. And it's going to be George Brown ball, 11.2. So the Huskies should get the last shot of the third quarter.
George Brown still looking to crack double digits in this quarter. They only put up 9 in the second. They've only got 9 right now in the third. That won't help.
Karina Winters-Joseph goes up. Basket and the foul. Oh my Lord, Karina Winters-Joseph. We're talking about the steals from Sarah Bapti. Well, Karina Winters-Joseph is doing it herself there. The bucket and the foul.
And Karina Winters-Joseph has 5 steals on the game, Zach.
She's trying to tie the record too. Why not? Between two players, take that in. It's almost 13, 14 steals. Padmore, too much time, and that one is how the third quarter ends. 62-30 is the score. The Hawks, they are rolling. This is maybe the cleanest basketball we've seen as a unit from this squad. It's been impressive to say the least.
Yeah, and we've seen both sides of this Hawks team, right? Throughout the season, we've seen the offensive explosions, but we've also seen the defense-focused, low-scoring quarters. Humber managing to do both at once, outscoring George Brown 28-9 in that third quarter.
Wow.
And that speaks for itself.
You said it. That speaks for itself, partner. Fourth quarter action. It's going to be coming your way soon. First, let's acknowledge our tribal chief real quick.
Let's see, Coach CJ Nofuente. Her record in postseason steals has been tied today.
I don't think she cares too much about that. She still says, I got the regular record, 12.
And just about every other record to be had.
Record you can think of. CJ Nofuente most likely has a grasp on it.
And that's exactly what Brian Lepp told us. Hey guys, if you ever wonder about a record, it's pretty much a safe bet that CJ's got it.
Yeah. But at least now in the record books, when you look, postseason steals, it's going to be CJ Nofuente 7, Sarah Bapti 7.
So George Brown staring down the barrel of a 32-point deficit. And you wonder, is it insurmountable?
It's always going to be tough when you're going up against the Humber Hawks, who again are getting production really out of everybody so far today.
Yeah, and an interesting parallel that I just realized. George Brown 30 points on the day, Humber 28 in the third quarter. The Humber Hawks pretty much put up George Brown's entire game in the third.
Just shows the dominance that Humber has, and really it's the full court press, the defense that will always stand out for this Hawks team. Karina Winters-Joseph, she's trying to continue the hot game she has had. Dawkins pulls up her three-pointer. The bank is open on a snowy Saturday evening as Jordan Dawkins just finds that, and it's 33-62 now. Into the corner, Kalani Thomas pulling up for three. Catch me, Kalani.
Humber gets that three right back.
Valencia now. A step back, thought about taking it, not gonna go. Padmore looking for a lane, gets blocked, but the pass goes out. Thomas fighting for it. They pass it out to Valencia. Taken away, Karina Winters-Joseph. That's another steal, number 6 on the game. Pass to Martin Brown. And hold on a second, partner. Sarah Baptiste's record might be tied here. 6 steals for number 3.
And they're gonna start fighting for him.
The Dawkins three-pointer, foul on Persia, so Dawkins will go to the line to shoot 3. Yeah, hold on. We're watching something interesting here.
Yeah, the Humber Hawks currently have 20 steals, and 16 of them are between 3 players. Sarah Baptiste, Karina Winters-Joseph, and Kia Watt.
7-5-3, if you were curious, partner. 7-5-3. Or I guess 7-6-3 now. Ridiculous. Ridiculous stat line. Baptiste again leads the team right now with 18 points, 7 steals, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Again, she just fills the stat sheet. One of those players that does everything. Dawkins, her third shot, that's going to miss. So she sunk the first 2. Rebounded by Padmore. Now Dawkins has it once more. Down low, Koji, and her pass a little bit too strong, out of bounds. Still going to be Huskies ball, though, with 6.3 left to go on the shot clock.
And I think we're really seeing a Koji trying to cope with being up against that foul limit. Just doesn't seem as involved in the game as she was at the beginning.
Padmore needs to put the shot up, and they can't. Taken away. And Kalani Thomas is going to finish the play, but the whistles were blown. So inbound, shot clock violation.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Padmore realized that she only had 2 seconds to get that shot off.
And that's the second time we've seen in the game. It was to end the third quarter. Padmore had it, didn't know there was time on the clock, and again, right there with the shot clock. Martin Brown gets fouled going up, and is that the 5th and final? And it is. Omo Okoji, she is done for the game. Fouls out of this one, tough break for Okoji.
Yeah, very disappointing for number 14 there. Only 18 minutes played tonight. 5 points and 5 fouls for Omana Koji.
Martin Brown, 1 for 2 at the line, just bounces out. Dawkins working quickly here. Dawkins pulls up for 3, can't bank it in this time. Osella trying to find an opening. Padmore blocked. Miriam Martin. She picks it up, drives to the lane. Miriam Martin can't get it to go. And Peel has it slip out of her fingers.
Yeah, Michaela Peel comes soaring in for that rebound, but just slipping out of her fingers, out of bounds.
Can we talk about that Miriam Martin block, or are we just gonna, we're not gonna talk about it like it just didn't happen?
An unbelievable block on a three-pointer. Is Padmore now going to be subbed out of the game?
That was awesome.
It was unreal.
That was amazing. I may be a broadcaster, but I'm a fan of sports first. That was amazing. Look who's checking back in, partner. Number 15, Sarah Bapty. Pass down low, taken away by Martin Brown. Pulls up from the charity stripe, can't get it to fall. And looks like Peel is going to be called for the foul.
Yeah, so a bit of a tough offensive zone foul there as Sarah Bapty is going to come on. Looks like for Maisel Del Mundo. No, it's Karina Winters-Joseph.
Winters-Joseph. Sorry, it looks like your attempt at etching your name in the history book there is put on hold for now. Sarah Bapty, again, one steal away from taking first place, sole possession of all-time steals in a postseason match. That shot by Dawkins off the boards and not going to go. Rolling around on the floor. Hawks will get possession.
Traveling violation. Hawks ball.
Traveling violation is called. Interesting. Thought that was going to be a jump ball called.
Yeah. The Hawks will take it.
They definitely will. Inbounded here, man. It's Bapty. Again, 18 points on the night for number 15. Shooting the lights out everywhere.
Yeah.
Gives it off to
everywhere.
Maisel Del Mundo. Her three's not going to go. Rebounded by Valencia. Valencia outbounds it quickly here.
Yeah, Sarah Bapty shooting 50% or better from every area on the floor.
And here comes Bapty once more. Pass down low to Peel. Look at that laser vision from Bapty. Michaela Peel finishes that one, gets her second basket of the game.
Yeah, Bapty's third assist, and maybe none nicer than that one so far.
Dawkins creates space, step back, Jay not gonna go, rebounded by Martin Brown. And Sarah Bapty moving quickly, gives it off to Miriam Martin, over to Maisel Del Mundo, inside to Martin Brown. Drops down, goes up off the glass and not gonna go, so she'll go to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, Martin Brown thought about the little floater, and then she said, I think I can get a foul here, actually. So I wish we tracked how many fouls Persia Martin Brown has drawn today.
Very true, partner, very true. First shot, not gonna fall.
That was her 10th free throw, so if you do the math, you can kind of assume she's drawn at least 5.
Off the glass, doesn't fall. Bapty gets the rebound, goes out of bounds, and Sarah went crashing into the stanchion, and she's saying, how's that not a foul?
Because she was pushed straight into that stanchion. Can't believe it.
She was standing at that stanchion and not moving until she got her call. She was, as some of the kids say nowadays, standing on business.
So I thought we had an understanding of what was a foul in this game today. I thought we knew.
Almost gets stolen away, and
There
it
it
does!
is!
There's history-making number 8 and points number 19 and 20 for Sarah Bapty. The postseason steals record belongs to number 15.
And she's also only 3 points away from a new career high.
In the corner, three-pointers cashed right there by Prendergast. Miriam Martin now inside of Persia, into the corner. Why not let it fly? Maisel Del Mundo. Dawkins off to Valencia. Her three-pointer not going to go. Rebounded by Peel. Bapty cuts inside to Martin Brown. Gets it stolen away there. George Brown working quickly here, trying to get up to Valencia in the corner. And again, back to Valencia. To the top. Prendergast for three. Not going to fall. And I'm not sure who that rebound's going to go to. Might be to Michaela Peel.
I think I'd give it to Pete.
Bapty slowing the pace down. 4 minutes left to go here in this one.
You know, Bapti's got enough on the score sheet anyway, too, you know?
Del Mundo trying to pop the three, doesn't fall. Taking it the other way. Prendergast into the corner. And people ducking for their lives over there by the concessions. So Bapti gets the record. 8 steals in a postseason game. Her night most likely done. What a record night it's been for Sarah Bapti.
Yeah, partner, 20 points, 8 steals, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists, filling out the stat sheet. Kia Watt is doubled over laughing as she's about to inbound this ball.
She can't stop laughing. She's out here having a grand old time. 12 points for Kia Watt.
12 points and 12 rebounds. Nice little efficient double-double.
And gonna be a jump ball here.
Jump ball called by the referee.
And Humber is actually gonna retain possession.
12 on the shot clock.
Seeing that, Gary, you kind of can't believe it. She looked sheepishly to Coach Nofuente.
Del Mundo step back, popping the three, not gonna go. Garamiu gets the rebound. Fade away, and Garamiu will go to the line to shoot 2. Frustrations coming out for George Brown.
Yeah, and George Brown, after playing such a clean first quarter we talked about, they fought back from an 8-0 deficit. They kept it close all throughout that first quarter pretty much. The second quarter, neither team could really get anything going. The third quarter is when Humber just blew things open, and they have not looked back since.
Again, the Huskies, they battled in that first half. Humber was kind of taken back at how good the defense was for George Brown. A lot of their players got into foul trouble early. Late in the game, that's just when Humber has just kind of been able to take over. It's been a slow-burning stove that's finally hit that max power here in the fourth. The Hawks are just on a tear right now, out of bounds. Nocella. Humber will get the inbound.
So Humber, an offensive inbound pass, now leading by 38 points. They've got exactly double what George Brown has.
It's out of bounds again. Humber with the possession.
Good defense on that inbound pass.
Timeout called by Humber Hawks. Scoreline, Humber 76, George Brown 38.
4:03 left to go. Timeout called by the Hawks.
And I think you are right, Sarah. Bapti's night is over. She's already got the hoodie on.
Yeah, she's relaxing now. She's
relaxing. Yeah, that's exactly
She
it.
has done her job. She doesn't need to do anymore.
Really, Zach, 20 points, 8 steals.
It's a pretty good night. It's a pretty good night.
Light work for number 15.
Just another day in the office, if I do say so myself.
And you know, Zach, that she made it look easy. I just made the joke, but it's true. Almost an effortless night for Sarah Bapti tonight.
Yeah, just a really, really good job.
Once again, shooting 54% from the field, 50% from 3, and 80% from the charity stripe. The Hawks have 2 players with the double-double right now. Kia Watt has 12 points and 12 rebounds, and Persia Martin Brown, 12 points and 13 rebounds. Hawks getting it done down low.
Foul on the ground by Nocella.
Fouls called on George Brown number 4, Janice Chen. First was the foul for her, 4th team foul for George Brown.
Corner 3 for Kalani Thomas. That's another corner 3.
And she's got 9 on the night now.
Her third three-pointer of the night. Not afraid to shoot it. Michaela Peel steals it away. Coast to coast goes Peel. The bench erupts for number 11.
And Humber, 24 bench points so far in this one. Nice move.
Cutting around, trying to find a lane to the basket. Taken away by Kia. Kia Watt slowing the pace down, trying to get an opening here. Down low to Garamu. One with Nocella. Garamu. The hook shot high off the glass. Peel's there to clean it all up. And Michaela Peel is putting together a pretty nice game here.
You said it there, partner. Michaela Peel now 8 points on the night alongside 4 rebounds. And of course, that steal.
Garamu down low to Peel. And off the glass, can't get it to fall. She was on a run, not missing in the paint. Kia steals it away, and here goes Kia Watt. Putting it up, bouncing around, Kia drops it in. And Kia, I have never seen Kia Watt with that big of a grin on her face on the court. Maybe, for the most part, one of the most serious players when playing. I have not seen her have that big of a smile.
And she'll collect another steal there for the record. That should be number 5. And then
there's Kalani Thomas with a steal of her own, and here goes Kalani. The soft finger roll. She finishes in, she hits double digits.
And partner, all the credit to you. You said Michaela Peel having herself an evening. It's a career night, actually. Career high in points for number 11.
It's good for her, and Kalani, she has it here. She's trying to slow the pace down. Down low, Peel. Trying to feed it Garamu. Garamu goes up, bouncing off the rim. CNAT swings it out. Kalani over to May. Let it fly, May. And it's ringing around the rim. Rebounded by the Hawks. Kia takes it away. Kia now for 3. Bouncing in and out. Rebounded by Nocella. Humber takes it away. Kia is smiling ear to ear, partner.
That is an evil grin, partner. There's no other way to say it.
Every time. Kia at the top, bullet pass down low. This is a textbook demonstration of passing by the Hawks.
Yeah, the Hawks looking like they're playing an inter-team scrimmage in the offensive zone.
Just curious where the steals sit at for Kia Watt right now. I think she's at 6 of her own.
You are correct.
What is this going? What is this?
This is insane.
What is this night turning
8 steals for Sarah, 6 for Karina, and 6 for Kia Watt. 3 players combining for 20 steals. And Zach, this is my first year as a broadcaster. I've been following this team for the last 3 years as the journalist, though, and I can't say I've ever seen that.
Never in my days have I seen 20 steals by 3 players.
And that's not including the rest of the team, which is combining for 8. So 28 steals on the night for this Humber Hawks
I need
team.
to know the single game record for steals because Humber might be at it right now. And they're still pushing the pace here. Kept alive by Nocella. No over and back. Granger now. Nocella, 4 to go on the shot clock. Puts it up. Over, rebounded by Miriam Martin. And they'll slow up the pace. 45 left to go. And they'll just kind of kill out the clock here. Down low. Bucket and the foul. Count that by Kiara Mackenzie Johnson. Gets her first basket and her first minutes of playing.
Yeah, you nailed it there. She just stepped in. This is her first minute. Already got a basket. Everybody's eating tonight.
.35 left to go here in Humber. They have secured themselves a spot in the quarterfinals in what has been one of the most dominant performances we have seen in a very long time. 92-38 is the score right now. And players going down and
Foul squad of Humber Hawks number 23, Kiara Mackenzie Johnson.
So 17.2 left to go here in this one. You don't like seeing that. You don't like seeing injuries happening. It's Prendergast. You can't put pressure on that foot. Jordan Prendergast, she has had a great game herself for the side of the Huskies, stepping up when needed to. 7 points. And she also has a steal. She's 5 of 8 from the free throw line. She is getting active, and that's just an injury you don't want to see happen, so hopefully she's all right. Free throws go up and rebounded here. Taken away, 13 left to go, and that will probably do it here for this one. The Humber Hawks, they show up big time. 92-39 is the final score. The Hawks advance to the quarterfinals in dominating fashion.
Score Humber 92, George Brown 39. Humber Hawks win! Humber Hawks win!
And George Brown, their season comes to an end. The Hawks continue to roll through the playoffs. You'll see the players shaking hands. And no doubt about it, Sarah Bapty, player of the game. And we'll try to get her to go over to Will Shukri with the interview on the sideline. So Bapty, player of the game. And we're just waiting. You see the pictures being taken. Sarah, career night, history-making night for her. 8 steals, 18 points. What a performance it was for number 15. Solidifies herself in the history books with 8 steals, a postseason record. And the Humber Hawks, they are feeling themselves here in this one. Bapty busting a move right now, but we'll get her over to Will very quickly. And Sarah, Sarah making her way over to Will. So we will patiently wait. They're just getting all set up over there. So just give us a moment or two, and we will send it over to Will Shukri with the interview with the player of the game, Sarah Bapty. And we're all good to go. Here we go, Will.
I'm here with Sarah Bapty here. Sarah, unbelievable game for you. I don't know if you're aware, you set the record for postseason steals as a Humber Hawk today. You got 8. Unreal. A defensive masterclass.
That's awesome. I mean, it's not just me, it's a team effort, so it's not just me, it's the entire team.
So, punching your ticket to the quarterfinal here. You're going to host it here against Fanshawe next week. Do you have anything to say to your opponents?
Job's not finished.
You heard it there, folks. The job is not finished. Thank you so much, Sarah. You had a great game. That's going to be all for us. Don't go anywhere. We got the men's game coming up after this. Thank you from the Hawks Nest.